What's good? This your man Hurykane. Tell you what it do, and this is that Sunday hood service. You already know what it is. You know how the other churches be like, don't ask no questions, but we ask questions over here. All right, all right. Now, gotta let y'all know there's a lot of stuff going on, so I might do another live after this for the HHN special report because we got to talk about what's going on in the war and shit. But till then, it's a Sunday service. I plus I wanted to play some new shit. You know what I'm saying? I got some new shit on the flow. But I got the Revolutionary Story Part 1 and Part 2 now. So, like the Part 2 is the newest one. So before we play Part 2, you got to go to Part 1. Said it's the Revolutionary Story. And about to get off into this motherfucking Sunday. Bring out the choir. Now let's get into it.
Revolution. Let's get it. What it is. Revolution. Hey. You know what it is. This is the revolution. Time for the ice move. Had to call the crew up. They pulled up, gave them a bag. Niggas suit up, smoke on the bag. Blunts bigger than the tuba. Loaded the mag. For the brains, they gon' scoop up. All black jag, armor truck, get the Supra. Go to the checkpoint, why I call myself the crew up. Inside job, got a chick as the hostess. Sneaking around while the motherfucker toasting. Time for the hacking. If we get caught, then it's into the dragon. Armor truck burst through, everybody spazzing. Then the safe open now, everybody grabbing. Go to smoke bomb, God, everybody gasping. Me and the bad bitch blasting, eliminating all these assassins. Called up the jag, told her hop in the Supra. We rolled off, counting on the loot up. Trunk banging loot up. Move bitch, get out the way before I shoot ya. Flipping every car that I shoot up. Demolition man, understand what I do, bruh. Revolutionary opportunists. Who was? Revolutionary opportunists. Who was? Revolutionary opportunists. Back to the hideout. Have to pull the weed and the wine out. Bad bitch, yeah, she had a fine mouth. Give her a cut, I'm out the door. Got a text from my unmarked phone. Encoded code, got the cryptic. Whole bunch of feds on the hit list. Assassin's Creed style, now my killer with the quickness. Vicious, call me solid snake in the bushes. Metal gear on me, dog, ain't scared to pull it. Burst through the ceiling. I came to get the boss of the building. I'm walking in the hall of the buildings. Feel like Batman on the mission. Elites, politicians, y'all the reason why the kids missing. Occupy the Getty, pay attention. Killing hood figures in an instant. They sacrificing. About to catch a whipping. Never catch me sipping. About to load another clipping. Illuminati dipping as I blow up the building. Don't blame Russia, it's me, little bitches. Sniper rifle blasting every hater from a distance. Hacking every bank account and the fucking pension. Cybercrime, I'ma shine in my own dimension. Fuck the metaverse, government and religion. They brainwash through cell phones and television. Hacking every tech in existence. This is the realest, bitches. Revolution, who we be? Revolutionary opportunists. Who was? Revolution, what he did? Revolutionary opportunists. Who was? Revolutionary mind. Revolutionary opportunist. Who was? Revolutionary opportunist.
go and get the sandwich.
I'm not making you nothing
I bet you is.
Or what,
Or
Brandy?
you ain't gonna never get none of this again.
Or what you gonna
never get none of this again.
You gonna kill me like you killed the cops?
Wow, we fighting the case. You would bring that up? Wow. All right. All right.
I brought it up.
Yeah. I bet you better go to goddamn bed. Put some mustard on it.
Let me hit you with this laid back hit. Reminisce about the time while I'm rolling the split. Spending time with a chick, yeah, I hopped in the whip. Mesmerized while she drive as I stare at her tits. I love the suspense that the story commits. Making love in the woods, yeah, the shit was intense. If it's same private property, we hop in the fence. She adventurous, yo, I ain't stopping the chick. We fucking in the labs by the satellite chips. Then I took it to the roof by the satellite dish. Then we jumped off the roof, parachute to the coop. Then we get away car with a trunk full of loot. Made it to the hideout, we avoided the troops. Then the girl got low, blew me like a flute. Their job well done, give her a salute. Kick back and relax, sip the gin and the juice. Hey. Revolutionary opportunists, who us? Part 2. Revolutionary opportunists. Let me hit you with this laid back tune. Got the greatest rooms, about to go straight to the moon. We was in the mood, feel the energy in the room. In the cosmos, it's just me and her in the news. Now we got a call, got another mission to get. She didn't hesitate, she got a gun off the clip. Headed to the villa, area surrounded by killers. She my overwatch, my baby girl was sniping the niggas while I'm in the field. Call me John Wick with the skills, made it to the boss. You got 2 seconds to deal, so tell me the code. So I can get my money and go, but he didn't know. Had a red dot on his dome, she said area clear. Walked up and handed her beer with the mission complete sweet. I'm telling them cheers, now we on the road. About to head straight to the mold, have to lay low and then disappear like a ghost. Hey. Revolution, hope. Yeah. Hey, let's get it. Revolutionary opportunists. Who us? Hey. Hey. You know what it is. Revolutionary opportunists. Let me hit you with true potential, I'm too essential. Revolutionary lyrics will make the world tremble. Keep it simple, I'm going ham on this instrumental. But the government say it loud so you won't remember. Did this member from January to December. Faces mad because they dealing with the epicenter. And my temper will make you whimper, you a little nigga. I'm a god, I turn states into bloody rivers. Metaphorical, fuck corrigible, I'm a beast. Off the leash like Jet Li, I'm being leashed. I'm a feast on every fad that fuck with me. With my lyrics, yeah, I gotta say it publicly. I'm the pebble that's singing ripples on every level. I'm a rebel that's sending shots at you fucking devils. Tell the globalist motherfuckers they can get it too. My girl sent me a mission, what we gonna do? Hey, start a revolution. You know what it is. Hey, what it is. Revolutionary opportunists. Who us? Shooter. Hey, hey, yeah. Let's get it. Revolutionary opportunists. Who was shooter? Bah. You know what it is. Revolutionary opportunists. Who was? Hey, yeah. Throw your hands up. Revolutionary opportunists. Who was shooter?
You know. Now we about to head to Devontae Lamar's channel, ex-pastor. And he about to talk about 5 brain traps that kept you believing in the bullshit. And the hacks to stay sharp. So for those that still caught up in the brain traps, this can be a way out. This is Devontae Lamar, ex-pastor. Let's get it.
Your mind isn't a neutral camera. Create the jury primed to convict every idea that threatens your comfort. Today, we needed Its 5 worst tricks. Here's why this matters and why you can't afford to scroll past. Every day we make choices based on what our brain tells us is safe or true. But when your mind is running on autopilot, filtering out doubts, twisting facts, and echoing only what feels good, you end up locked in a worldview that might be costing you your biggest opportunities. Honest relationships, real intellectual freedom, even your own integrity. And the next few minutes, we're not just naming those mental traps, we're showing you the real world fallout of living unexamined. Because once you spot these tricks, you can sidestep them and finally start building a life rooted in curiosity, not comfort. Let's dive in. Trap number 1, confirmation bias. Trap number 1 is confirmation bias. Your brain's personal search engine programmed to index only the evidence that backs up what you already believe. Every time you Google a hot topic, like trap number 1 is confirmation bias. Your brain's personal search engine programmed to index only the evidence that backs up what you already believe. Every time you Google a hot topic, like proof of X.
Today, you don't
Oh my
mind the wait.
fucking god.
You've got the all-new Caesar's Palace
This is
online casino.
fucking ass.
Hundreds
Shit.
Every time you Google a hot topic, like proof of X, or was Y real, or does Z work, and you stop after page 1, that's not research. That's your brain auto-completing the answer that you already wanted. I remember talking with a friend who was sure their belief was bulletproof. They typed in evidence against X, but only clicked on the articles that ended up backing X. Now, when I called them out, they swore they'd looked into it, and they literally had for 3 minutes and 15 seconds. That's confirmation bias, the silent filter that drowns out every doubter. In your journal or notes app, write down one belief you only ever searched to support. Then, this is the key, hunt down one solid statistic or peer-reviewed study that challenges it. No excuses. You're mining for truth, not comfort. Breaking this filter is the first step toward genuine openness. Because if you never see the evidence that contradicts you, you'll never have to question yourself or evolve. And please, keep in mind that I said evidence, not anecdote. The plural of anecdote is not data. All right, now that we've pried off the first filter, let's move on to trap number 2, motivated reasoning, where desire hijacks your logic. Trap number 2 is motivated reasoning, when what you want to be true hijacks your logic and writes its own script. Your emotional needs, such as safety, community, and identity, become the director of your thought process. Instead of following evidence, you'll cherry pick or reinterpret facts to those needs intact. I have a friend so wrapped up in our online wellness tribe that any critique feels like an attack on her self-worth. When a
Yep. Any critique feels like a tax. Yep.
nutritionist published a study debunking their miracle cleanse, she slammed it as shady science and refused to even read the abstract. It wasn't stupidity. It was loyalty in disguise.
Yeah. And just like I tell Christians to read the secret book of John to find out what your God really truly is and how he operates and what he's thinking about. You know what I'm saying? But Christians want to keep that loving and caring God in their head, because if they read who he really is, it'll shatter their fucking paradigm. So I'd be like, okay, I know you're not going to read it, so I'm going to just tell you. God is a genocidal, homicidal maniac. Simple. That kills men, women, and children by his hand, or he get motherfuckers to do it for him. This nigga got more bodies on his belt than Lucifer. So fuck the bullshit.
Belonging is on the line. You'll brandish insults and erect walls around your tribe rather than let the truth slip in. Think of a time you rejected a fact because it made you uncomfortable. In your notes, answer, what emotional need was that protecting?
Yeah, and when it comes to that situation, I could just leave Christianity out of it. I used to be a big Tupac fan until I heard people be objective. And once I heard people being objective and they showed me the reasons why they were objective, and the motherfucking facts to back it up, and the motherfucking the fruitcake pictures that Tupac was in, that shit shattered my fucking paradigm. like real shit. So it was like, goddamn, if Tupac was in these type of situations, I wonder how many more of my favorite rappers or singers was part of this shit. And it was all of them. Well, not all of them, but most of them. Yo, motherfucking idols become rivals overnight.
how might acknowledging that discomfort lead you closer to the real answer?
Yep.
Spotting when
And being discomforted because I remember the energy. Motherfuckers used to fight over who was better, Tupac or Biggie. I'm talking about like literal fist fight arguments. It was crazy back in the day. Crazy. Yep. Is what they're comfortable with. Yep, it's hard getting out the thing that was taught to you. Yep. Most feel like they're dishonoring certain people. Manipulation is terrible. Hell yeah. Hashtag fuck religion and the government.
your desire hijacks your reasoning means you're no longer a passenger on your own mental ride. You can choose to follow the evidence, even if it leads you out of your comfort zone. Now that we've exposed the bias of what you want, let's see how your mind does full-on gymnastics to erase any clash with reality. Welcome to trap number 3. Trap number 3 is cognitive dissonance. Your brain's emergency contortion routine to erase any clash between what you believe and what you know. When new facts threaten your core beliefs, your mind doesn't update, it does backflips. You redefine terms, shift goalposts, or invent caveats so you never actually have to change your mind.
Yeah. And there were some motherfuckers that did want to read the secret book of John so motherfucking bad they couldn't dance around it. I'm like, look, if you think you got the full word of God, you're being lied to. So I think you should read these other books so you should get a full perspective. You know what I'm saying? Trying to word it differently for motherfuckers to understand. But nope, at the end of the day, they still cling on to God. So loved the world, he gave his only begotten son to die. And that shit is bullshit. He died for your sins. What the fuck does that mean? I thought the sins was cleared after motherfucking the flood shit. So you telling me there's still more evil than it was before the flood? And now God is like, you know what? Let me just send my son. How about you just send yourself? Come down in a fiery ball of light, talking to everybody in the world, not just a specific fucking region of fucking people. And whoever don't believe in you gets to automatically go to hell. But like, what about motherfuckers that don't even know you?
This plays out most clearly with the idea of God. Many start with the God of the Bible, a governing, intervening, loving deity. The moment someone spots a glaring biblical inconsistency, like the command to annihilate entire Canaanite cities, poof.
I'm an overpowered leaf blower.
Oh, fucking God, I hate
cities, poof. That same God morphs into an abstract principle of love that never actually issues orders. I had a friend who swore the Bible was inerrant until he read those genocide passages. Rather than question his faith, he simply insisted those verses are now poetic metaphor and claimed that.
Yeah, now it's poetic metaphor. When I tell a motherfucker the Bible's full of puzzles, mysteries, riddles, contradictions, metaphors, symbolisms, and parables, splash of spirituality, numerology, and shit, the motherfuckers look at me like I'm fucking crazy. It'd be like, no, it's not. No, it's not. You know what I feel like? You know what I feel like really truly telling a Christian? I really just feel like telling the Christian, like, yo,
Whatever you're thinking, you better think again. Otherwise, I'm going to have to head down there, and I will rain down on a godly fucking firestorm upon you. You're going to have to call the fucking United Nations and get a fucking binding resolution to keep me from fucking destroying you.
for real. I just want to just fucking just go ham. Literally, man. Fuck these Christians.
I am talking scorched earth, motherfucker. I will massacre you. I will fuck you up.
For real. But disclaimer, I always forget to my disclaimers. Disclaimer. I'm cool with conspiracy Christians because they look up what I look up and expose the same shit I be exposing. I fucks with the spiritual Christians because they value meditation. They understand God and Jesus lives within the heart chakra. So you got to live in love, peace, and harmony and unlock that Christ consciousness. And last but not least, I fuck with Gnostic Christians because the Gnostics know who the fucking God really is. That motherfucker's a genocidal maniac. And these Christians out here is crazy. There's over 42 different denominations of Christianity. And no one wants to talk about the radical Christians. You know what the radical Christians are? The radical Christians will blow your noodles all over the sidewalk just because you don't believe. And you wonder why I preach revolution. You wonder why I feel like this guy.
I am talking scorched earth, motherfucker. I will massacre you. I will fuck you up.
Real shit. And as soon as I run into a Christian with that shit, they gonna be like
Let me
this.
tell you something. Let me tell you something. All right. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Wait.
The real God lives only in our hearts. That's cognitive dissonance and motivated reasoning at work, redefining your beliefs until the contradiction vanishes. Now, in your journal or notebook, write one belief that you've subtly reworded to dodge uncomfortable evidence. How would you state that belief if you couldn't redefine it? Challenge yourself to face it head on. No mental gymnastics allowed. Once you catch yourself flipping reality to stay comfortable, you reclaim the power to face truth. And real growth begins where comfort ends. All right, we've exposed the mind's acrobatics. Next is trap 4, the availability heuristic, where your brain elevates the loudest stories above solid data. So, trap 4 is the availability heuristic, your brain shortcut that treats the most dramatic or recent stories as if they're the most common. When you hear a sensational story, say a miracle healing clip or an extreme headline, your mind inflates its real world frequency. Dry statistics vanish into the background because they're not amusing or shocking enough to stick. I once saw a clip of someone claiming a supernatural cure, and suddenly I knew miracles were everywhere. But when I actually checked reliable health databases, the numbers told a very different story. Disconnect, total availability heuristic in action. Write down one vivid story you lean on to prove your point. Then track down 3 solid data points, studies, stats, reports that either confirm or contradict it. Balance the narrative with the numbers. If you only remember what shocks you, you'll build beliefs on anecdotes instead of evidence. And again, the plural of anecdote is not data. Balancing story and statistics is how you keep your perspective grounded. We've tamed the loudest lies. Now let's tackle the herd mentality. Next up, trap number 5, social proof and echo chambers. Trap number 5 is social proof and echo chambers. Your brain's crowd following button, primed to believe whatever everyone else is nodding at. When you see a post with thousands of likes or shares, you think if so many people agree, it must be true. At that moment, you're skipping the hard part.
On Fantasy, every day is your chance at a free jackpot
God
and the
damn, I
number
hate
one
this fucking
feeling,
ass,
which is
dog.
still
Will agree, it must be true. At that moment, you're skipping the hard part, critical thinking, and then you hit that share button without a second glance. I once shared an infographic because everyone in my community did. When I finally interrogated the claims, half the stats were cherry-picked, but by then, the herd had already moved on. That's the echo chamber in action, convincing you that consensus equals truth. Here, write down 3 beliefs wildly held in your circle that you've never questioned. Who benefits if we all just agree on those? And one action you will take this week to challenge at least one belief. An article you will read, a conversation you'll have, or a podcast you'll listen to. Don't skip this. Naming the herd is the first step to go solo. Breaking free from the herd is how you reclaim your voice. Real inquiry isn't crowdsourced, it's self-driven. All right, bonus hack time. Let's tackle the final trap, negativity bias. Bonus trap number 6 is negativity bias. Your brain's built-in alarm system that weighs threats way heavier than neutral or positive info. Evolution wired us to spot danger first, so negative stories, scandals, and threats scream for attention. The problem? Our modern world is mostly safe, but our brains still treat rare negatives as if they're everywhere. I used to binge read every expose of police brutality and systemic racism, soaked up outrage like candy. Meanwhile,
Salute.
hundreds of effective, integrity-driven groups flew under my radar. My view of the world skewed toxic because negativity bias was running the show. In your journal or notes app, pick one negative story you rehearse about a movement, group, or idea. Then list 2 neutral or positive examples that you've ignored, and then reflect, how does balancing your view change your perspective? When you overfocus on negatives, you miss the full picture, good, bad, and mundane. Recognizing this bias lets you see ideas and people as they really are, not as your alarm system wants you to believe. Before we leave today, I want to talk about the high cost of unchecked bias. All these mental traps aren't just personal glitches. They've shaped the worst chapters of our shared story. Confirmation bias drove witch hunts across Europe and New England. Ordinary people convinced they saw devilish signs because of evidence that fit the horror stories whispered by their peers. Motivated reasoning fueled propaganda in 2 world wars, turning entire nations into echo chambers of hate. And cognitive dissonance kept scientists denying clear data, from resisting heliocentrism to stalling climate action, costing generations of progress and countless lives. The availability heuristic meant every scandalous anecdote became proof enough to justify persecution or policy overreach. Social proof blinded societies to injustice. If everyone else was cheering it on, it must be okay. From Jim Crow laws to exclude.
What, you got a wrench? I know you got a wrench. Ah, nigga, I ain't do that, bro. Nigga, that was YouTube. If they did that, then wait a minute, dog. I'm still sub to you, and like, and plus, I know that you got a ranch. Like, I know you got a ranch. Like, shit, I even gave one to Look Within News channel, and I don't even see his. Unless they fucking with our shit, dog. Then they fucking with us. But I know you got one. God damn, they take away likes, views, subscribers, and ranches. I think if they unsub you or something, they probably take it away. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure because like YouTube don't even give out notifications on when they change their motherfucking laws and shit. But they only do it to us, bro. They only do it to our fucking channels. I'm heated about that. You got one too. Because of shit, because like we gotta do it different. I gotta like paste y'all shit inside of the thing. And I know I remember doing it. Shit, man, I ain't that motherfucking high on some real shit. Shit, I know I smoke weed every day, but Jesus. Shit. And plus it's been a minute since I've been on, so like they had a lot of time to motherfucking fuck with my StreamYard. This shit fucking crazy, man. They fuck YouTube. But I'm gonna check my YouTube Studio. My desktop version, because I gotta go to the desktop version on the phone. Like I can't go to the regular version and make y'all a moderator. I gotta go to the desktop version and shit. But like once I see your name there, I'm gonna show you. I'm like, yo, nigga, they taking my subs away. I mean, they taking ranches away.
Immigration bans, echo chambers have written laws that hurt millions simply because a loud majority decided those stories felt true. Now, imagine a world where we're awake to these tricks, where leaders face data, not dogma, where communities debate evidence instead of amplifying outrage, where science and policy evolve together because we actively seek out disconfirming facts. Picture classrooms that teach bias hacks as core curriculum, boardrooms that demand devil's advocate audits, and online spaces that reward curiosity over clicks. This vision isn't pie in the sky. It starts with each one of us using the hacks you just learned. It means debating your circle when you spot an echo chamber, insisting on data over drama, and pushing for openness even when it's uncomfortable. Because every time you choose truth over comfort, you chip away at centuries of collective error and build a society that values integrity above all else. That's the high stakes payoff of debiasing your brain. Now let's bring it on. You've now met the 6 traps and you own the hacks to outsmart each one. But here's the real test. Pick one trap, anyone, and use its hack today. Then come back and tell me in the comments which trap you tackled, which hack you tried, and what you learned about your own mind.
And what you learned about your own mind, you learn believe in yourself. And that's the place to start. And I say, hey, for the wonderful kind of day. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be all right. Oh, okay. Now we're going to play a little music track and then we're going to go holler at the coach real quick because coach has some shit talking about do babies go to heaven or hell? I was like, I was playing Dante's Inferno and there was some demon babies in that bitch. Play the game Dante's Inferno. Believe in yourself, what? Hell yeah. Arthur theme song actually a slapper. Hell yeah. I need to do a top 15 best theme songs because like they like that's the shit. But when I went to go do it, I realized most of my favorite intros to motherfucking TV shows and shit, they're all copyrighted. So nigga, I'm gonna have to just do commentary, man, dog. Nigga, I want to play them bitches. But hell yeah. Coach Red's always deliver. Shoot, man. Like, I'm glad I reminded him of Earl Nightingale. That shit was cool. I was like, yeah, he know about Earl Nightingale. He just couldn't remember the name. Thanks to me, he remembered now. Yay. Because Earl Nightingale is the shit. Earl Nightingale is the shit. I fucks with Alan Watts too. And plus, like me and Coach were the same way. It was like Alan Watts is all right, but Earl Nightingale just, like he's like the other side of the coin to Alan Watts, but it's the same coin, but it's just like, just listen to Alan Watts and Earl Nightingale. And y'all will see the difference, but at the same time, you will also see you will see the similarities of what they're talking about. But at the same time, one is more powerful than the other. But the message is powerful than both. That's what I love about the whole fucking thing. Devil May Cry over Dante's Inferno. Hell yeah, all day. All fucking day, man. I wish my motherfucking PS4 didn't have stick drift. I gotta buy another fucking controller. But yeah, because like I can't play no motherfucking Devil May Cry without my motherfucking controller being alright. Like I need that shit to be perfect. The motherfucking stick drift is a bitch. And plus I opened it up, cleaned it. I got the tools to clean it and everything, and this shit still didn't work. I was so fucking heated. I'm like, what the fuck? I watched the tutorial and every goddamn thing. And everything. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good one, bro. I'm usually at work listening to the coach. Yep. That's what's up. I usually be just getting off of work. But like now, since coach about to change his time slot up, I could be able to catch him before work. But most of these Christians, these brainwashed Christians that just be all that tripping shit, sometimes you just gotta be like this.
Man, sit your dumb ass down and
Sometimes you gotta hit her with that. You gotta hit her with that. Because these motherfuckers, why motherfucking shit going on in the world, these motherfuckers out here doing the Willem Dafoe. These motherfuckers out here wilding, bro. And then look at us like we're the sinners. Look at us like we're the sinners. Like I'm like, man, nigga, we trying to motherfucking survive out here. Y'all still waiting on Sky Daddy. And then look down on us.
That ain't right. It ain't right.
It ain't motherfucking right. For real, dog. But everybody get over to another track real quick. Let's get it.
back on the grind, gotta get that cake. Inside Detroit, where we flip that weight. Got bows on deck, about to hit your state. I got what you need before I hit that stage. In 4K, gotta rip shit like this. Going ham on stage till this dog ass hit. Pull a bad ass chick in a nice ass whip. Got the weed on deck, baby, like that shit. After that, throw it back, cause I like that shit. Nightcap in the lack or the townhouse, bitch. Now I'm on the road, gotta do shows and shit. See me on stage with fresh clothes and kicks. Flow was sick, had to turn it down a bit. A revolutionary lyrics if you buy the shit. So throw your hands up to the sound of this. I rocked out to this Detroit hit. Staying on the pivot, hustle till I'm finished. Y'all playing, now I'm stacking money to the ceiling. Trying to stack the dubs, start a motherfucking business. Trying to stack the dubs, start a motherfucking business. Staying on the pivot, hustle till I'm finished. Y'all playing, now I'm stacking money to the ceiling. Trying to stack the dubs, start a motherfucking business. Trying to stack the dubs, start a motherfucking business. Hold on, wait a minute, this beat is kicking, I'm feeling it, ripping on every instrument. Hoping you people listening. You a gremlin, now I'm full of adrenaline. Niggas is acting feminine, I can see the bitch in it. Get back to the Detroit flow. Let me calm down, roll up the weed and smoke. The with a badass bitch with the keys and dope. Baby, sell that shit before I leave the show. At the condo, digging this a party, huh? Let's go ahead, get naughty now. In the bedroom, girl, I'ma tear it up. They head back to the hood in a pair of bucks. If I hit a step up, be prepared to bust. Then back to the buddy, go prepare the truck. Got a plug in my walker, he prepared to bust. All you haters gonna get back up. Staying on my pivot, hustle till I'm finished. Y'all playing, now I'm stacking money to the ceiling. Tryna stack the dubs, start a motherfucking business. Tryna stack the dubs, start a motherfucking business. Staying on my pivot, hustle till I'm finished. Y'all playing, now I'm stacking money to the ceiling. Tryna stack the dubs, start a motherfucking business. Tryna stack the dubs, start a motherfucking business. Staying on my pivot, hustle never finished. Y'all playing, now I'm stacking money to the ceiling. Tryna stack the dubs, start a motherfucking business. Tryna stack the dubs, start a motherfucking business. Staying on my pivot, hustle till I'm finished. Y'all playing, now I'm stacking money to the ceiling. Tryna stack the dubs, start a motherfucking business. Tryna stack the dubs, start a motherfucking business.
Salute, salute. Jordan just came in the building. Shout out to Jalen just came in the building. Shouts out to Wraith already in the building. Shouts out to the church. Since Jalen came in, you know that's our singer. You know that's our singer, so you know. What's Jordan coming to know? What's Jordan coming to know?
When you know, you know. 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 When you know yourself, you see the vision. Multi-dimension, parallel worlds with you ascended. Shot the work in the work. I was an introvert, broke out the shell, time to put it work. I'm finna burst. At the government, Democrats and Republicans, fuck a mulligan. Only get one shot, then I'm done with it. I'm the master, I calculated the data with dark matter. Using the elements, make the space shatter. Hate chatter, fair softer than cake batter. Let's take matters from Earth to space battles. Like an anime, from Sunday through Saturday. Using alchemy, playing with magic like Final Fantasy. Final boss, the blade longer than Sephiroth. Black Messiah, hell yeah, I bear the cross. I'm a rebel, fight for a cause. The universal law, fight the enemy through the stars. When you know, you know. 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 When you know yourself, you see the power, the very power that turn the enemies to cowards. They get devoured. I turn the minutes into hours. They look sour. Hurykane, just like the clock tower. Spit the mantra, analytical monster. With the truth, I'ma conquer enemies acting bonkers. I'm exuberant, stay maneuvering, hooligan, super kick to the moon again. Hell no, I ain't doing no. Destroy the temple, I'm using powers of elementals. So essential to my team, despite the differential. I'm a warrior, keep it simple. My flow make it triple, instrumental, cause it did mention no time ripples. Do good into light sickles, I slice missiles. Fuck the government, I turn tanks into bicycles. I'm a rebel, fight for a cause. Universal law, throw the enemy through with stars, kill them all. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. When you know. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. Yeah. Better know thyself, you better listen. Better know thyself, you better listen. You hear it. Better know thyself, you better listen. Better take thyself, you better know thyself, you better listen. Let that be right. Pay attention. Better know thyself, you better listen. Let that be right. You better listen. Better know thyself, you better listen. Gotta know thyself, you better listen. Pay attention. Better know thyself, you better listen.
Hold on, y'all. Let me move up. What up? We back. We back. Now we gotta play this.
Babies go to heaven. For most Christians, they're automatically going to say yes. All infants, all babies, they go to heaven. There is the age of accountability, meaning that until you are of a certain age, you are held accountable for your knowledge of Jesus, your claiming of belonging to Jesus, requesting to be baptized, or claiming Jesus as your Lord and Savior. But is this age of accountability found anywhere in the Bible? It is not. It is a doctrine that has been created over the last few hundred years in order to make people feel better about when a child.
Yep, it's that feel good doctrine shit. I hate that feel good doctor shit. That feel good doctor to be the biggest shit ever. They ain't trying to learn nothing. They just want to feel good. So you gotta just tell that motherfucker.
So shut up, bitch.
For real. Only because they want to feel good. Gotta lay it on them. Get them, coach.
No dies. But what has been the church teachings in the Abrahamic religions in dealing with whether or not a child, a baby, an infant, goes to heaven or not? This created the debate about infant baptism and whether or not you should baptize your child or you should not baptize your child. Because most of the early church fathers and the early traditions of Christianity were such that babies can go to hell, or babies go to hell if they haven't been baptized. You see, St. Augustine, based on his understanding of the Bible, said that an unbaptized child will go to hell. They just won't suffer as much as someone who is an adult.
Shit, in Dante's Inferno, nigga, these babies was trying to kill me, dog. They had like fucking arm claws and shit, and they was running towards me, man, dog. That shit was scary, man. Look, Dante's Inferno is not better than Devil May Cry, but god damn it, the motherfucking shit is the motherfucking visually. It was visually disturbing, but like it was disturbingly awesome because like when you read Dante's Inferno, when you read the book, it describes the 7 or 9 layers of hell, right? And you know, like they created this shit to motherfucking instill fear in Christians because niggas doing whatever the fuck they want. But they did this to instill fear. But like either way it goes, the fucking detailed depictions of what was in the person's head as they wrote this shit. I'm like, God damn, what the fuck were you thinking? Like honestly. Yeah. Feeling good and being comfortable, that's the trap. You damn right. You goddamn right. I need that clip from Walter Wright.
And they go to hell, who had more of an opportunity to understand or come to Jesus. Now, this was being written in the 4th century BCE, 4th century CE. So this puts it in after the time frame of the church coming under Roman rule. Others have written, those like John Calvin during the Protestant Reformation. John Calvin said that there are those babies that who will be reconciled back to God, and then that there are others who will not be reconciled back to God. So those infants, they go to hell. In the same vein of Augustine, they will not experience the same amount of punishment, but they are still predestined to go to hell. But this didn't set right with many of the Protestants in the 16th, 17th, 1800s, and 19th and 20th century. So the age of accountability, which was adopted from the Jewish tradition of bar mitzvah, came into play. And this is what many Christians hang their hat on. But what does the Bible say, since there says nothing about an age of accountability?
Yeah, because the Bible don't say shit about the age of accountability. That's like I don't hear no shit about no rapture and some zombies walking around and shit.
If we start out in Genesis during the time frame of Noah's flood, which I believe is Genesis 6, before the flood, this guy said that every thought from man sent from his youth, from birth, is evil. Original sin. This is where Augustine gets his ideas of teaching original sin in the 4th century. After the flood, he restates it again. I believe this is in chapter 9, but after the flood, he restates that every thought from man, he will not destroy the earth again because every thought from man is evil from his youth, from birth. So original sin is then talked about again, created from this idea. This is why John Calvin made his statements about some babies being reconciled back to him. So according to this thought process, all the babies who drowned during the flood, according to John Calvin, some will go to heaven, some will go to hell. According to Augustine, they all will go to hell because they were never made into believers of this God.
So you're black and you got type 2 diabetes.
Oh my God.
And maybe you heard from a friend, a cousin, or even saw some random post online.
This motherfucker not even blinking. AI.
Look at Psalm 51. It reinforces the idea, which they probably got it from Genesis, the idea that from the time frame of birth, you were sinful, that you have original sin on.
Right. From birth, I got original sin on me. Fuck does that happen? Well, if we can motherfucker look at a logical fucking sense, mother was on crack, didn't give a fuck about nobody but herself. I came out of that shit, so I got that shit on me. I shook that shit off at the age of 5, and I became self-aware of everything, which scared the fuck out of me. because everybody around me was fucked up and still fucked up to this day. And they're not going to fucking change. All that fucking prayer I was doing didn't work. Motherfuckers got worse. Their situations got worse. The motherfuckers are still the same to this day. The dog, the shit pisses me the fuck off. Wonder why I don't want to be around no motherfucking body. Wonder why I want to destroy every motherfucking thing. Like the government. And all these motherfuckers that don't belong. Yes, I said it. Some of these motherfuckers got to go to sleep for good. Mm-hmm. If I want a peaceful world, I'm gonna have to break a couple eggs to make an omelet.
Further substantiating Augustine and Calvin's ideas. And they weren't the only ones who thought this. There were others who thought the exact same thing. Irenaeus believed that you have up until about the age of 30 to make that decision. But you can be baptized at an earlier age. But both Augustine and Irenaeus warned that if you baptize someone at an early age and that person strays from the religion, that they have to work their way back into becoming Christian and followers and be saved again. You cannot be rebaptized, as many people believe that you can be today. That baptism is a one-time sacrament. When you look at Romans, because many are going to say, well, that's Old Testament. But when you look at Romans, it says that you have been sinful since birth, that you will die in your sin, that because you are sinful, the wages of sin is death.
Yeah, and like that part right there just scares a whole bunch of Christians. You know, it just scares motherfuckers, but motherfuckers ain't too fucking scared of it if they still out here doing fucked up shit. But as long as they go back and repent. Deception and manipulation, that's the game they play. For real, for real. For real, for real.
And so you are sinful from birth. This is picked up from Psalms 51, picked up from Genesis 9 and Genesis 6. And this is why Paul also believed that if you are not baptized, you will go to hell. So infants will go to hell if they are not baptized. And Augustine, who was heavily influenced by the writings of Paul, as he was a bishop in Libya, heavily influenced by the writings of Paul, believed that this was God ordained. That Paul.
I love when Paul name come up because most of these niggas ain't Christians, they're Paulinians. Yeah, look up the Paulinian Christians or listen to ex-pastor Elder Ray Haggins when he talks about Paul. Listen to the Paul lectures. That shit is great. Great fucking lecture.
Was inspired by God to recognize that if you were born, that you're born into sin. This is also supported by the idea of the old Jewish tradition that when a baby was born, the mother and the child were considered to be unclean. And it is not until the 8th day when they go to the temple in Jerusalem and they make a sacrifice, a blood sacrifice of either 2 turtle doves or 2 pigeons, that then the mother and the child can then be deemed clean. This is what, according to the story in Luke, Jesus and his mama, Mary, after 8 days in Bethlehem, went to Jerusalem, made their sacrifice, did the circumcision, and then returned to Nazareth, never once going to Egypt, as Matthew states, and came back to the temple every year for Passover. Therein lies a whole another contradiction, which I've made multiple videos about. But in all instances, it would seem that the Bible says that if a child is born, a baby is born, then that baby, if he dies and have not been baptized, that baby will go to hell.
What are you most worried about right now?
Bullshit.
Praying about it.
Fucking,
As missionaries, we pray with people.
I'm not fucking done. Let me pause this real quick. Nigga, like, this is shit I hate. When you're watching mostly the Christian channels, non-Christian channels or like deconstruction channels, they always throw a Christian ad in it to motherfucking brainwash you and deter you from what the fuck you watching. So like if a motherfucking Christian is like questioning their belief and they trying to watch the coach and they see this shit, it'll motherfucker probably make them turn away. You know what I'm saying? Fuck these ads, bro, and fuck YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Because I won't be surprised if they start throwing ads on my shit because like since I'm anti-government, they're gonna fuck around and throw government ads on my shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, they fuck them. Exactly. And even what they know on Paul, they still get it wrong. Right. They still get it fucking wrong. Yep.
Just want to have a better relationship.
But there is no age of accountability. And let's be real. A baby that is born is not sin. It's not born into sin. Just because it comes through the blood of the woman, that blood that is espoused during the time frame of birth does not make the baby unclean. These are religious beliefs. These are toxic religious beliefs.
Yeah, these are toxic religious beliefs. And I want to touch on something else. Now, we can say that a motherfucker born in the sin, going back to my analogy, born from a crackhead, or some of these kids are born from fucking thought pockets, drug addicts and alcoholics, born into a community full of bullshit. Yeah, that's born into sin, surrounded by sin. But good and evil is a state of mind. So is sin. You know what I'm saying? And the way God operates in the motherfucking Old Testament, come on, man, we supposed to read the New Testament. According to how God acts in the Old Testament, this motherfucker killed some kids because they made fun of a bald prophet named Elisha. You know what I'm saying? Elisha was a pussy. Called on God because he got roasted by some kids. And God said, I'm going to send 2 bears to kill all those kids for you. I got your back, my nigga. Fuck God. So, roasting the prophet get you killed by bears. Kids. And none of the parents was like, God ain't shit. None of the parents said God ain't shit for that.
Over from highly superstitious people who did not understand how the rain comes and how
Bernie Sanders,
based on how much sunshine and how much rain they receive. They believe that a God determined whether or not the tree will receive the sunshine or receive the rain in order for the tree to grow. They thought that earthquakes happened based on the anger of a God. Volcanoes erupted based on the anger of a God. And that anger was generated based on the people's faith towards that God, ritual faith towards that God. So people have turned this ancient superstitious thought over and over again to dictate the baptism of babies. Now, if you are Islamic, which also comes from the Abrahamic, in the Islamic, they believe that if a child is born and dies, then that child will be reunited with his parents and walk into paradise holding his parents' hands. There is nothing in the Abrahamic portions of the Bible prior to the Quran that would indicate this. This is something that they created for themselves.
Yep. And in Egyptian, there was like you would meet your family in the field of weeds.
And at least I will give them the credit of not condemning infants to hell when they have no knowledge of this God. But let's go a little bit deeper. If a child is born to Hindu parents and that child dies, do you believe in a God that is so cruel that he would send that baby to hell? If you believe in the God of the Old Testament, which is also the God of the New Testament, because if you believe in Jesus as being God and the Trinity, then Jesus is the God of the Old Testament. Jesus makes no mention of children going to heaven. Does he say, I suffer the children to come unto me? That means allow the children to approach me. Allow them to. It does not say they're going to heaven. It just says allow them to come. An infant is not going to automatically come to Jesus. So that infant who was born to Hindu parents does not go to Jesus, does not know Jesus. Go their whole life never hearing about this Jesus. They go to hell. The child that's born in the North Central Islands goes to hell, who dies, never hearing of this Jesus. So the children cannot come unto him because the children will have never heard of him. This does not mean that they go to heaven. So do you worship a God who punishes infant children for the price of being born? That's it. They were born, they died, they go to hell if they're not baptized, which would be if they happen to be born into a Christian family that believes in infant baptism. You gotta free yourself to be yourself because your greatness is not negotiable.
You would close
Right. Good journey and good vibrations. Now this is the book I'm reading. The book called Illumination by Alberto Velardio. This book has got me through. Shout out to my homeboy James for giving me this book. Chapter 1. It talks about, like I talked about this. I covered it on a live back in the day. But we go through initiations in life. Okay. we go through initiations in life, and it talks about the seven deadly sins. But according to the shamans, the shaman way of healing, these are seven deadly emotions. Now, since we're talking about hell and we're talking about the circles of hell and shit, might as well get off into what the real true meaning of the seven deadly sins are, seven deadly emotions. So traditional initiations are birth, manhood or womanhood, first love, marriage, parenthood, sagehood, and the great crossing, which is meeting the reaper. Yeah, meeting the fucking Grim Reaper. That's the Grand Crossing.
And I don't mean it metaphorically or rhetorically or poetically or theoretically or in any other fancy way. I'm death. Straight up.
Straight up. So now in your birth initiation, wonder why I have the seven deadly emotion of wrath. It comes from childhood. It comes from birth. And like to overcome it, you must be at peace. This is why I choose to walk the path of peace of mind and meditation. The path of Shiva, the god of destruction. Feel me? And you wonder why a god of destruction wants to dedicate his whole fucking life to fucking peace of mind and meditation. Because at the end of the day, I'm a destroyer god. Don't fuck with me. I won't fuck with you. My job is to destroy this whole motherfucking universe and make this shit brand new. But if you motherfucking make me destroy this bitch early, you know what I'm saying? Fucking up the balance. Fucking up the balance. Hell yeah, nigga, that Bernie Sanders line was funny. Hell yeah, with the motherfucking coat on and shit, with the motherfucking scar, the motherfucker just posted and shit. But yeah, now, the emotional experience if you fail your initiation. I wasn't supposed to go into this, but I feel that I should. This is the Hurykane Sunday service, and this is the doctrine that we read for the Hurricane-nites. Man, that's just so horrible. But anyway, emotional experience if you fail your initiation. With belonging, self-worth, and anger. You feel as if you don't belong in the world. Oh, yes, I felt like that all the fucking time. It's like, shit, like at the age of 5 when I woke up and I saw the bullshit. And then I was like, okay, God, what the fuck going on? You know what I'm saying? It's like, motherfuckers clinging to God. It's like, okay, if he's the foundation, if he's want to answer prayers, maybe he should answer mine. They say kids are innocent. All right, I'm 5, 6, 7. Praying and praying and praying. Then suddenly fast forward to 17, still praying, shit getting worse. 18, get with this chick, last fucking straw. I was like, I'm done. Fuck God, fuck the devil, fuck angels, fuck demons, fuck all y'all motherfuckers. Y'all catching these hands. But yeah, now it's the demons and angels on the last part. It wrath is healed by peace. So the demon of wrath or the angel of peace, they got names too. You know what I'm saying? You can also read the 72 Goetia demons of Solomon or whatnot. Shit too. Now, the next traditional initiation is manhood or womanhood. If you fail that, you end up the path of the adversary. Yep. Like if you fail the traditional experience of your manhood or womanhood, you become narcissistic, resentful about what you lack, and you obsessed with materialism and power. We see that all around us, for sure. And their demon is greed, and they're healed by generosity. So taking away the demon of greed, just understand is greed. And you're healed by generosity. So if you failed your initiation of manhood, there are a lot of narcissistic people out here. Resentful about what they like. Oh my God, I don't got this, I don't got that. And they obsessed with materialism and power. All they care about is smoking, drinking, fucking around, clothes, shoes, and bitches they fucking, and power to rule over some bullshit that is owned by the government.
Man, sit your dumb ass down and shut.
Real shit. Now, the third initiation, the traditional, because I mind you, this is traditional. This is what we all go through. Okay? Birth, manhood, or womanhood, first love, marriage, parenthood, sagehood, great crossing. Even in the motherfucking songs we used to sing as a kid. First comes love, then comes marriage, then comes babies in the baby care. This shit, love, marriage, parenthood. Even the fucking childhood song referenced our tradition. Crazy, ain't it? I know you're laughing at that Martin clip. but but first love. Now we get to the first love. We fail first love. Guess what? And I know you're probably feeling it. Jordan, this might hit you. You search in vain for the perfect partner. Feeling lonely and incomplete, you are unable to have a sexual experience in which you surrender to intimacy. Now, I don't think you are that, but I know you're definitely looking for the perfect partner. Because you know why? Because you know why? I am too. Yeah, but nigga, I ain't gonna find no 6'4" Russian assassin bitch. Nigga, that's a needle in a haystack. For me, I'm just talking shit, and that's delusional. I need to sit my ass down talking crazy like that. But like real shit, just a chick that fucks with me for me. You know what I'm saying? But the demon is lust, but it's really just your inner lust. But you healed by the purity of intent. You healed by purity of intent. You said facts, okay, cool, cool. I knew it was the first part. Yeah. Yep. Can't lock it with nobody. Everybody cook. Right. You need the perfect partner. And we search in vain for it. The villain made more sense than the so-called good old heroes. Yeah. And you know what else the villains have? The villains had the badass bitch right next to them. Like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that's the third initiation. First love. When we go, like if you fail that, that's what we got to deal with. So like some people don't even get past that because of a bad heartbreak. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I pay for it and go to Cougar Town. But next is marriage. It's the fourth traditional initiation that we all go through as people. Marriage. Whew. If we fail, you are the eternal single. Ambivalent about relationships. You expect your partner to meet all your fucking needs. And you are unwilling to work at creating a genuine partnership. So that means if you fail your marriage, you're going to be the eternal single, ambivalent to relationships. You expect your partner to meet all your needs. Don't that sound like these bitches that fucked up their marriages in the celebrity world? Bitch sound like Vivica. Sound like Vivica. Or you sound like whatever the motherfuckers that's motherfucker got these motherfucking marriage problems right here. But the demon is sloth. But scratch out the demon. Sloth is like a lazy motherfucker or procrastination. And you're healed by courage. And to me personally, you need to kind of do what I do. Keep your heart open. Hurts like a motherfucker. But you're open to the fact that someone could possibly love you. Don't close yourself off. You know what I'm saying? Because some people can kind of feel that energy that you're blocking, that you got your heart covered up. I got an ice box where my heart used to be. I'm cold. I'm so cold. I'm so cold. I'm so cold. You know, on that shit. Yeah. Now, all you need is courage. Just like open up your heart. Love again. You know. Fifth initiation is parenthood. First comes love, then comes marriage, then come the baby and the baby carriage. Parenthood. Parenthood was a funny show. Starring Robert Townsend. The girl that plays Zaria, she can get her cheeks clapped. She was fine as fuck. And the girl Maya Campbell from the show In the House, she could get her cheeks clapped too. And I'm glad she's doing better. She got off the drugs and she's looking good. I think she did an interview. Shouts out to Maya Campbell for doing well, because I remember she left, she got on drugs and she was out there in the street, caught that bitch on the hub. I remember that show as well. Hell yeah. Parenthood In the House. God damn, those were some fine ass women back in the day. And now most of the women that we looked up to back in the day, I mean, that we wanted to fuck back in the day, they look unfuckable now. And I know motherfuckers is probably thinking.
Man, sit your dumb ass down and
But anyway, Parenthood. If you fail Parenthood starring Robert Townsend, you live through your child. All I gotta say is toddlers and tiaras. Those pageants and shit where the parents be on the kid's head to win and shit, and the kid crying and shit. Shit fucked up. Starring Robert Townsend. Oh yeah, and I can't forget about his wife. His wife could get her cheeks super clapped. She got that. She got, like, I'm talking about, like, the way she looked and the way she talked and carry herself. I'm like, that is a fucking woman. Real shit. I'm talking about, I put her over Claire Huxtable. You know what I'm saying? Claire Huxtable got the look. She got the, you know, like she got the little power walk because she's a powerful bitch. But it's only like corporate type shit. It's like, like, yes, she do her thing inside the house, but man, nigga, that's Cosby's crib. She only on that nigga head if he fucking eating wrong or something. But nigga, that's his crib. But anyway, but like when it comes to the parenthood, it was just something about her just holding it down, just like holding it fucking down. Real talk. I needed to hear that. Real talk. I been gave up over. Yep, it's right. It's right. R.I.P. You heard? Was she what? Damn, I didn't know that. I did not know that. God damn. R.I.P. to the mother of the parenthood. Jesus, learn something every day. God damn. But yeah, you live through your child or through your projects. If you fail your marriage, it's like, you live through your child or you're gonna live through your work. So it's like, yeah, nigga, I didn't know that either, my nigga. I was a bad bitch. I'm like, damn, how the fuck she lead this bitch? But you live through your job or you live through your work. And that's why most people are like, yo, no, I'm busy. I'm always working. I don't got time for no marriage. I don't got time for none of that shit. I already did that, been there, done that, bought the fucking t-shirt. And next, you be obsessing about outcomes. Oh, yeah. You're envious of those who seem to have more options. And even of your own child's wide open vistas. Motherfuckers become jealous of their fucking kids. I'm sorry, but it's kind of your job to make the child better than you. That's the name of the game. Your child's supposed to be better. I believe the children are the future. Teach them well and let them lead the hell no. They ain't leading shit in this bitch. This motherfucker just said he was a rabbit. Silly rabbit. Tricks off for kids.
Man, sit your dumb ass down and
But anyway, now with the parenthood, the seven deadly sin or seven deadly emotion is envy. So take the demon out and just say, yes, I'm envy of some people. I used to be envious of my homeboy because he had a good fucking mom. Nobody was on fucking drugs or nothing. But what's crazy is one of the kids is still gonna be a stupid street nigga because my homeboy Earl shot Earl. You know, like his brother was into the street life, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, this he's still alive though. You know, like still alive though. Like shouts out to him, man. But like, you know, like when you're in the street life, it comes with the territory. Let's just say blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? So like you can be a good parent and still, you know, like have a kid that will still be out there in the street. You know, shit fucked up. Cause like I told my daughter's sons all the time, I want you to try to be better than me. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, be better than me. You gotta be better than me. You must be better than me. It's your job. Because like I'm a revolutionary. And if I can make it far and I leave my blueprints, they gotta motherfucking finish my plan and do it better. Like real shit. And I have a daughter. So she's about to go to Juilliard and shit. She's also doing the modeling. She got her own little clothes and thing popping. Like she got a little crew with her. You know what I'm saying? They all loyal. They all cool. I'm like, you know, like keep a tight circle. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't see no bullshit. I don't see no trouble. And she go to the best school in Detroit, DSA, the school that Aaliyah went to, you know, the singer. So I'm like, you know, I'm proud of that, proud of her. She'll be 18 next year. I don't got no other kids. Thank motherfucking me for having control. Because most niggas got 3, 4, 5, 6. By like 8 bitches. But I know some that said, yep, I got 15 kids and I take care of all my babies' mama. Shouts out to I think that was Method Man for My Baby's Daddy movie. That shit was fucking hilarious. It was like, nigga, what? I take care of all my babies' mamas. Uncle No Good. That shit was hilarious. But yeah. But you're healed by compassion. That's to overcome envy. You must have compassion. And by me being a warrior, compassion is part of the warrior's code. And sometimes I forget about that, about having compassion. I know all the other shit, but like, so sometimes you got to have compassion. But not compassion for your fucking enemy. Just like have compassion towards like when you're talking, you know, like try not to be too insensitive or try not to be condescending. Try not to be what's that word? Shit, I forgot. But try to, you know, be cool. You know, don't tell me to be cool. I am cool. Blind. Yeah, man, don't give me no gun no more. You already know what I'm gonna do. But yeah, next is sagehood. Now, most of our elders are in this mode right now. Is that AK was? Or imagine if you had to deal with twin girls. Man, that would be fucking hilarious. It'll be scary but hilarious at the same time because I know they're probably motherfucking trying to trick me up. I already know it. I will already know it. I will already know it. They'll pull a sister on my ass. Or that what's that motherfucking other shit with the Lindsay Lohans? You know, they'll be like, Daddy, you need a date. And they'll try to hook me up with some shit. You know, hook me up with one of the baddest bitches and I fuck it up. You like the first 2 dates and now they yeah, but then I get it right on the last one and shit. They'll put me through the fucking ringer. But yeah, sagehood. Now, if you fail sagehood, now this is where we got to look at our elders at, and plus look at ourselves if we ever make it to this point. Sagehood, if you fail that, you are crippled by the sense of scarcity. And y'all know what scarcity is, you know, loss and loss. Oh, yeah. Scarcity and loss. And the desire to regain what is no more. Man, I had a 6-pack in high school. I had 2 Chevy Caprices in high school. I had the baddest bitches in high school. I need to get that back. And you see these old niggas in front of beer and wine stores, liquor stores, and gas stations and shit trying to pull these young bitches. And some of these hoes get in the van too. But most of the time they looked at as the creepy old guy that hang out at the store. Hanging with Mr. Cooper when the students hooked him up with a date. This nigga said hanging with Mr. fucking Cooper. That was a classic. Holly Robinson Pete. That was another one. That was another good looking fucking woman. Yep. Around that time, I was still fucking with Stacey Dash too. So I was like, who was better, Stacey Dash or Holly Robinson Pete? I liked the Stacey Dash because Stacey Dash had bedroom eyes without even giving you the bedroom eyes. Or maybe it's just me. And plus, I knew how she call it a superpower, but call it a superpower. But I gotta get this off my chest. I gotta say this. Every chick I've met that speaks to me has a certain type of voice, and I automatically know how they sound in the bedroom. So it was like, I think I like that sound. I'm gonna fuck with her. And like one other sounds like, ooh, no, that's gonna fuck up my ear. Yeah, man, Hurykane.
Man, sit your dumb ass down and
But anyway, you consume more than you need in order to feel better about yourself. You know, so yeah, it's crazy. It's fucking crazy. About the black girl I'll say by the bed to my Voorhees. I liked it, my girl. I'm sorry. I like Kelly fucking Kapowski. Don't get me wrong. She looked good like when she popped up in How High. Hell yeah. I motherfucker, you know, like fuck the shit out of that bitch. Stacy, no doubt. Hell yeah. Until I found out that she don't like niggas. And then they hold her ass on the news network and she try to come back home to the niggas. Like, no, bitch, you ain't back to the cookout. We can't invite you to the cookout. You gotta slob everybody up at the cookout in order to get back in, Stacy. Because we looked up to you and you fucked us over. And look, I love Halle Berry too, but like she said, fuck niggas too. I love Zoe Saldana, but she said fuck niggas too. I'm talking about these some bad bitches. It's like, man, I can't be with no nigga. I'm like, Halle Berry, you had Eric Benet. Y'all looked like a power couple, one of the greatest couples. Got a dog ass singer, dog ass actress. But I don't even know who cheated. Rumor has it somebody cheated, but there's another rumor. That Halle Berry didn't want Eric Benet no more because all he wanted to do was smash. I'm like, who fucking wouldn't? I am married to one of the greatest actresses in Hollywood, one of the most beautifulest actresses in Hollywood. I'm married. This is not fornication. This is not shacking up. Bitch, drop those draws. I'm going to hit it every chance I fucking get. You're highly fucking buried. You know how many niggas want my position right now. But no, but I think somebody cheated. I'm not really sure. Hollywood's a freak. You already know. Stacey Dash, Holly Berry paperwork has been declined. Access denied. But yeah. Now, the seven deadly sin is gluttony for the sages, and it's healed by temperance. So we need to make sure that when we make it to our old age, we're comfortable. We could be like, been there, done that, bought the t-shirt, I'm good. I did good, I did bad, I've been up, I've been down, I've been through the abyss, I've been through the heavens, fuck the baddest of bitches throughout the universe. Now it's my, I'm kicking back. I don't have to worry about what I don't have. Oh my God, damn, I never got married. Or damn, why did I get married? Or like the desire to regain my health. I'm like, God damn, like I want my six-pack back. If I want to be healthy, all I gotta do is take my old ass to the gym. There's old motherfuckers that's motherfucking like these, you know what I'm saying? Old sages, you know what I'm saying? Chuck Norris is still clowning out here on these streets. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be one with yourself on all levels, even up until your old age. Even if you are alone and don't have no family and friends, at least you in tune with your goddamn self and your multiple personalities. But you good though. Last but not least, we got the Great Crossing. The Great Crossing. That means you on your deathbed. You cling to unfinished business. You become arrogant and self-important and terrified of your own mentality. That means you're clinging on to old shit, and at the same time, you're scared to die. That's not the way to be when it's time for you to die. You should be at peace. Just like I said, we're using sagehood. We're using the sagehood, like you're comfortable with all the shit that you've done in your life, good and bad, and you forgave yourself. I don't even like the word forgive because it still, I feel like I'm still connected to Christianity with that shit. I hate the word forgive. I hate any word that connects to Christianity, but I just gotta realize it's the energy that comes with the word, and I gotta just stop being upset about it. I got, I just gotta get over it. A word is a word. It's the power that you put behind it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm, trying to overcome that slowly because I hate Christians like a motherfucker, except for the Gnostic Christians, the spiritual Christians, and conspiracy Christians. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and you shouldn't be afraid to die. Like, fuck the bullshit. And the seven deadly sin is pride, or the seven deadly emotion is pride. Exactly. What's the last one? Holly kissed Jamie Foxx at the award show. Yep. At that point, she was for the streets. But yep, the seven deadly sin is pride, and pride is healed by humility. So, like I said, just calm the fuck down and be cool. On your deathbed, rather if you got your family and friends around you or you alone. Well, either way go, you're never alone because you got the big booty, big titty doctors to help you out on your journey. That's if you don't got no family and friends. But most motherfuckers isolate themselves from family and friends because of bullshit that motherfuckers condone and motherfuckers do, but have the nerve to say that they Christian while they doing it. It's like I seen the most evilest shit done by a person that claimed to be fucking Christian. And since we going back to the word hell, and since we talked about hell and like, do babies go to hell and shit? Most Christians will say no because of the feel good doctrine, but like most motherfucking diehard traditional motherfuckers from Judaism and all the other shit will say yeah if they're not baptized. But let's take it further. Do bad parents go to hell for ruining their life and their children's life? And the children got to grow up getting over the pain and trauma of what they've been through from the mother that didn't give a fuck about nobody but herself. It could be mother or father or both. It really don't matter. But do they go to hell? Motherfuckers be like, motherfuckers up in heaven right now, they all chilling. No, I don't think so. Because if that shit was real, motherfuckers is all motherfucking welcome to hell, motherfucker. Ah. On some boys in the hood shit. Well, like, that was part 2. Part 2 was funny. Part 1 was scary. When that motherfucker was like, welcome to hell, motherfucker. I was like, this is so scary. You know what I'm saying? And like, plus on a bootleg too, it was extra dark and it was dark in the house and shit with the motherfucking TV light. So yeah, it was all bad. It's all bad. It was scary as fuck. But yeah, that was that. Now, about to play a little bit more tracks and then we're gonna get up out of here. I gotta do an HHN special report and charge my phone up. Now, I don't know if I want to do it like after dark. You know, I got my StreamYard minutes back. You know what I'm saying? You know, that motherfucking 20 hours. Exactly. Look at politicians and how they play with the religious beliefs is all deception. Hell yeah, man, they wildin'. What the for real. Perception, deception, and all that shit. What the fuck is my lighter? There to go. It's the purpose. But yeah. Yeah, do it, gang. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, because on the HHN, I want to talk about that war shit. So that means I'm gonna charge my phone up, and it's gonna be probably around I think midnight. I guess it's gonna be a Detroit After Dark. I guess it might be a Detroit After Dark. It was gonna be a Fuck the Government podcast. It was gonna be a Fuck the Government podcast, but it's more like current events. This is a current event shit. You know, it would have been a Fuck the Government podcast if some shit was really going down with us, because come on, man, Iran don't got the balls to attack United States. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Iran don't got the cojones, and it don't have the what's the logical range. The biggest thing Iran can do is keep on fucking with Israel, which is the ally of the United States. That's it. But real shit is all a psyop, but not a psyop as in it's fake. There's people dying over there. Call it casualties of war, but this is casualties of a psyop war to instill fear in the masses, keep everybody confused and divided. Remember, I tell people to understand this war, you must understand when Israel was formed. Look that up. Understand the people that was involved. Then I want y'all to watch the movie Wag the Dog. Then look up the Smith-Month Act. And last but not least, look up Albert Pike, World War III. When you look up all that shit and you study it and you understand it, overstand it, understand it, as long as you stand on that motherfucking shit with the truth, you might find some shit that I looked over, but you will get a grasp of what's really going on. I guarantee it. Wag the Dog, Smith-Month Act. Look up when Israel was formed and all the key figures involved. And Albert Pike, World War III. Shouts out to Bearded Conversations. Ayo, my brother, salute. I need everybody to subscribe to this channel here, Bearded Conversation. He played my music over there. We had a great time. He was playing my music, everybody music from his family. Yo, great fucking channel. Great channel. And thank you again for for playing my music. I found out about you through Brownstone Powwow. He told me to come over there to check you out, and I'm glad I did. Shouts out to you. Shouts out to you. Yeah. I need everybody to subscribe to this. Yep. And glad you're over here. We're about to play a couple tracks that was gonna get up out of here, and I was gonna get back on and do the current event on my HHN special report. So we're gonna play a couple tracks since Jordan's still in the building. Shouts out to Building Conversations in the building. Since Jordan here, we're gonna play that Live It Up for him. We're gonna live it up. We're gonna party. This is the Hurykane Sunday service. Sunday Hood service. Where's that track at? Where is the Trizak? Where we at? But did I fucking pass it? I probably passed. There it go. Shouts out to everybody coming through. It's time to live it up.
Lots on the bass, so you know the bitch bang, 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 bang. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up.
Take it to the club with the crew. What we gon' do? Pull a nice jig, get a loose. Going off the goose and the juice. We hang like a noose. The party going down on the roof. Baby, drop it low to the dance floor. Baby, get that as baby, I won't let go. Baby, look at my eyes and say you want a boss. What liquor do you want? Now pay the cost. 7338 on the go say. On the Casabitos, what do you say? Hurykane and Jordan gon' put it on ya. From Detroit straight down to Georgia. We party till 6 in the morning. This be so cold, let's keep it going. Knock it out the park with these cold moves. Yo, Jay, you tellin' them what we gon' do. Hit them with that old school.
Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up.
Yeah, time to live it up, girl, about to give it up. Tell the fire girl, put the drink in the bigger cup, fill it up. Take a breath, girl, about to drink it up. Now we do the dance floor, yeah, get the live it up. Sucker over the bitches, and when I'm bringing them spit it for the women that wanna feel it. I really dig it. Got his head back to the bar and get some more. Lick the focus system, girl. You wanna smoke on the boat, smoking gelato, sipping Moscato from the bottle. This girl 20 more than the model. Body ever got it, just big and not smoking exotic. Everybody go up and down like it's hydraulics on the dance floor. We get lit, pop lock on the road by. You can even do the splits so smooth and with these cold moves. Jay telling them what we gon' do. Hit them with that old school.
Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up.
Throw your hands up in the sky and forget about the troubles in your 9 to 5. I said throw your hands up in the sky. Forget about the troubles in your 9 to 5. Throw your hands up in the sky. Forget about the troubles in your 9 to 5. Throw your hands up in the sky. Forget about the troubles in your 9 to 5. Let the beat ride. Hey. Let the beat ride. Hey. Take him home, Jay.
You already know what it is. Now, this the Hurykane Sunday Hood service, and I always get my disclaimer. I fucks with the conspiracy Christians because they look up what I look up and expose the enemy like I do. I fuck with the spiritual Christians that value meditation. They understand Jesus, God lives in the heart chakra. You need to do some meditation, unlock that Christ consciousness, and live in peace, live in harmony, and joy. I'm down for that. And last but not least, I'm down with the Gnostic Christians because they know who God really is. That nigga's the chief archive. Y'all the Bayon. Genocidal, homicidal maniac. They got killed for that knowledge. You know that, right? And then they dug up the shit in the 40s, deciphered that shit in the 70s, and now the Gnostics are back. This shit crazy. Conspiracy groups. Yeah, that's why I had to call them because like there was no other name for them. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna have to call them conspiracy Christians. Because they looking up the same shit and they exposing the same shit. I think y'all probably might seen the channel come across your timeline, Sacramento Truth Movement. And there's another conspiracy Christian, a call for an uprising. You know what I'm saying? Like those type of motherfuckers. They got the Christian shit in them, and they talk about Christianity briefly, but like they more focused on the information, trying to get out there to expose the enemy. Yup. Conspiracy crazians. Now, I'm not gonna fucking lie. Some of them are. I'm like, yo. I'm talking about, yo, sometimes you need to take a break because they too into it. It's like, yo, I seen spiritual crazies. I'm talking about like a motherfucker too spiritual. I'm like, yo. I'm like, like on some videos, I get some comments and shit. And it's like the video is strictly about a specific topic, but the spiritual person come through and say some shit that's not connected to the video, but it's some spiritual shit that's supposed to be meant for another video. It's like the comment is not meant for this video, but I understand where you're coming from. But like at the same time, bitch, that's not what we're talking about. Damn, fool, the mixed religion and spirituality together. Yeah, that shit fucking crazy. That too. And on a small micro level, any Christians talking about zodiacs, bitch, bitch, you dumb. You need to stop. That's the smallest example I can give, bitch. You should not be Christian talking about zodiac signs. You should not be a Christian playing with tarot cards or going to go see mediums and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's on the smallest level like that. because when you see shit like that, you gotta be like,
man, sit your dumb ass down and shut.
But about to go over to another track. Then we're gonna get up out here. I charge my phone real quick. Then we're gonna come back for the HHN special report. And we're gonna talk about the Iran shit. But
my life, they would never take my life. My life, they would never take my life. My life, production. They would never take my life. Yes, I'm an unstoppable force. Back in the day, I rapped on the the top of the porch. Used to dream of the mansion and be driving the Porsche. Getting triple platinum albums on the cover of a Source. Used to wanna be on stage, get a couple awards. In the VIP section with a couple of whores. Used to wanna hit the mall, buy a couple of stores. Looking fresh, only God, this a party for sure. Used to wanna be on stage with the coolest of legends. Have a new concert, go from 2 to 11. On the stage all night with these lyrical weapons. Some message in my bars, teach you spiritual lessons. Used to wanna do cameos and couple of flicks. Soundtrack of the movie on the billboard, bitch. But it's all just a dream, had to wake up quick. Get back to the money, gotta pop this lick. My life, had to bag them moles, flip them bowls. Had to go and lock in mode. My life, had to show no grit, get those chicks. Had to go get them licks. My life, had to bag them moles, flip them bowls. Had to go and lock in mode. My life, had to show no grit, get those chicks. Had to go hit them licks. Now I'm on the block flipping nose and bows. Doing shows with hoes. They was on the flow for show. Getting blowed your nose. She took off her clothes and blowed on my pole slow. I'm about to overload, explode in the throw hole. She wanna go for more, let's go. A couple rounds and then we gotta hit the stove. It's a more Patron. Think about the song is on, was on, is on. Baby gonna moan till dawn, from dusk till dawn. She the vampire in here. She became my baby mama, I ain't seen her in years. After all I've been through, man, I wish she was here. Call her out, how she brought my fucking daughter to tears. Many years of my life, man, I suffered the silence. Got the hold in my wrath, man, I wanna be violent. So I redirect my energy to ripping and rhyming. And I dedicate my soul to the Rebel Alliance. My life, I'ma throw my fists, load my clips, busting out them low-life pigs. My life, I'ma flow like this. I know the motherfucking government don't like this. My life, I'ma throw my fists, load my clips, busting out them low-life pigs. My life, I'ma flow like this. I know the motherfucking government don't like this. Call my name, game ain't gon' remain the same. I remain deranged, every lane remain the same. You in major pain, surgically arrange your brain like a saw movie. You want to see your heinous thing? I'ma take your veins, wrap you like you laced and change your face. Retain the bomb when the feds come save. The feds contain everything explode to bits, souls to miss. Everything goes to shit. My flow is sick, exposing every government. You better read the Rockefeller secret covenant. In other sense, the world was designed like this. They the reason why I gotta walk around like this. Revolution, motherfucker, that's the sound I'm with. I'm about to hit a world leader with a roundhouse kick. Lifting up cops, throwing through a townhouse, bitch. What a rebel sound like, bitch, it sound like this. My life, I'ma end like this. Throw your hands in the air for this real ass shit. My life, I'ma end like this. You throw your hands in the air for this real ass shit. My life, I'ma end like this. Throw your hands in the air for this real ass shit. My life, I'ma end like this. You throw your hands in the air for this real ass mix. My life, never take my life. My life, they will never take, never take my life. Never take my life. Hey. My life.
You know.
Keys of the land, gotta take back on the key to the land. Gotta take back on the key to the land. Gotta take back on the key to the land. This my motherfucking G's of the land. Gotta take back on the key to the land. Gotta take back on the key to the land. Gotta take back on the key to the land. Put the motherfucking G's in the bag. When my homeboy get the keys to the lab. I got everything they believe in the jab. Board overseas with the weed in the bag. How the fucking guns and the keys in the dash. Try to cock how you got a pee in the bag. Saw a boy leader put the beam on his ass. Now I got a way, put the feed on the gas. Going faster than flash, speed on your ass. On the front line, I'ma lead with the mag. Gonna give a bed, I'ma kill all the gas. Automatic rivers is the building with pass. Jack like pop bomb, real Kevin Nash. True intellect like real Mr. Glass. Formulate a plan, I'ma kill all the plans. Gonna give a bed in the leads ever had. Need reparators every need us a man. Can't get that, gon' bleed on the land. Revolutionary, I'm a G on the land. So negotiated, we don't need no demands. We're gonna take it back, off your G key to the van. Blowing up shit, boom, boom on the land. Green coat, call me Dr. Doom on the land. Super guy hand, tell you all in the sand. Everybody run when I pull up the hand. World military, they ain't gonna last. I'ma hit them all with a blast from the past. Do it so fast, like I'm taking out the trash. Fuck Klaus Schwab, put his ass in the bag. Fuck Bill Gates, put his ass in the bag. Fuck Dr. Fauci, put his ass in the bag. Fuck Donald Trump, put his ass in the bag. Keys of the land, gotta take back all the keys to the land. Gotta take back all the keys to the land. Gotta take back all the keys to the land. This for my motherfucking G's of the land. Gotta take back all the keys to the land. Gotta take back all the keys to the land. Gotta take back all the keys to the land. This for my motherfucking G's of the land. Gotta take back all the keys to the land. Gotta take back all the keys to the land. Gotta take back all the keys to the land. Let's go.
Turn that shit up.
Clutching on my back so tight, I fell in love with Aston Martin. I'ma stack it up and selling out of big arenas. Hundreds I be folding up, focused on my motion. I became a legend overnight. I'm just trying to rag it up. Thinking in my denim pocket, true religion, tough as fuck. I just got it out the gutter. What the fuck you cleaning for? When diamonds set out on my niggas, put them in, they lock them up. Free all of my niggas, take us out this bitch and lift us up. I'ma cut the spot another one, bitch ain't no running up. Fucking with a nigga, shit just might get you fucked up. Clutching on my back so tight, fell in love with Aston Martin. I'm about to stack it up, I'm selling out of big arenas. Hundreds I be folding up, focused on my motion. I became a legend overnight. I'm just trying to rack it up. 10K in my denim pocket, true religion, tough as fuck. I just got it out the gutter. What the fuck you painting for? When diamonds set out on my nigga, put them in, they lock them up. Free all of my people, take us out this bitch and lift us up. I'ma cut the spot another one, bitch ain't no runner up. Fucking with a nigga, shit just might just get you fucked up.
Murder meeting, representing party as a true religion. Stop a rapper, true precision. Knock your ass out of building. Chillin' like a building. Smoking, sipping while I'm money flipping. Chillin' with the baddest women. Get it while I'm in the kitchen. Now I'm on the status gripping. Show them who the innocent. On my pivot, never slipping. Revolutionary mission. Haters, I'm the finish. Niggas never gonna get replenished. Back to business in the instant. Stacking money to the ceiling. Living legend. Grab the reference. Every stock of Mac 11. Automatic intersection. Saw that shit on channel 7. Armageddon. Change the setting. Environmental weapon. Change the weather every second. Hurricane. Lethal weapon, free my people from oppression, turn the losses into lessons, use the fear and grab a weapon, teach the government a lesson, selling out a big arena, stepping up in my ideas, shit was so iconic, so you motherfuckers gotta see this.
Shouts out to everybody. Breathe.
Now I gotta kill him and throw him in the river. Your body chillin', nigga, so good to live in the real. Get it, they hit a really killer. I gotta kill them all. I'm in the ball, I'm in the all. I fuck them all, got a ball, cause they get off. Then they give over until a charge off. Ain't no one nigga that burn them all with a small song. Look at the spirit, you're dead. If you don't wanna fear it, motherfucker, I got lyrics. Lyrical miracle, I'm the pinnacle, the winner for 3 minute intervals. I'ma punch him like invincible. Fucking you up, thinking what's up, and take it never cuz. Shoot your feet to make it hot like double dutch. Like I'm restoring with a category limitless. Like Resident Evil, motherfucker, the story nemesis. Trying to be sentenced, this woman do booger genesis. Government tripping, I gotta kill him for the innocent. Breathe. Breathe. the thrill and I'm bringing the killers to pull the trigger, but quicker you better run. Running for cover, nigga, you're done. Look what I become. I'm the man in front of the gun. I'm the interdimension. I'm mercenary and the scary. I'm killing fairies in front of the emissary. I send them to the cemetery where you get buried. I heard your life in the juries. I'm allergic to death. I gotta carry your gun. You having fun, but you got to run. When I catch your mama, cut out the tongue. Throw a bunch to the sun to burn alive while you catching the ones. And then I gotta blow up the sun. Supernova shit. Told you, bitch. How to come before you quick. Spit fast, so cold, but did so with me. The revolutionary flow was sick. Now you gotta roll with this. Breathe. Leave me alone. You better leave me alone. I'm about to pick up the chrome and hit you dead in your dome. Running with each other like a nigga, see the chrome spitting in the instant, even don't miss it. Now I'm gone fishing for the bitches that want this up when I'm on a mission. If I try to build put a bomb on the fucking ceiling in a minute, I'ma be the villain, the villains, put the drill, feeling like killing the villain. I know the government gon' get any finish. You better listen, fuck religion, I'm a motherfucking God killer. That turns to a cop killer. Fuck around and get shot, nigga. I ain't tryna be popular. Nah, what's up? You gotta get your knowledge up. But doesn't gonna really rock with us. To grab the keys, pop the trunk, and grab the motherfucker pump. Shoot a motherfucker dead in the gun. You dead in the trunk. Shot the body, get over your piece, leave a motherfucker dead in the dump. I don't give a fuck no more. You can imagine like Dumbledore, undergo. Go to the motherfucker Thunderdome. I'm chopping everybody up with a sword called Thunderbolt. The cut you throw, the plug is so. On the motherfucking pavement, leaving the letter to make a statement. What's the occasion? Revolution, motherfucking amazing. Leave the motherfucker government shaking. Operation, stop the hate. Tell the motherfucker stop the faking. I came here to shock the nation. Hide this Cajun, destroy the population. Make a motherfucker stop the pagan. I'll be waiting on the on top with an AR. RPG with a radar. With a 50 cat that'll spray far. Hey, y'all, tear y'all motherfucking face off. Leave me alone. You better leave me alone. I'm about to pick up the chrome and get you dead in your dome. Leave me alone. You better leave me alone. I'm about to pick up the chrome and get you dead in your dome. Leave me alone. You better leave me alone. You better leave me alone. You don't get in your dome now.
Motherfuckers are so sensitive. The whole country is turned into bitch ass niggas.
I will take their breath while they stand. Fuck the government. And everything they stand for. I am the God of winning.
I'm the motherfucking guy who wins.
Tell them all again, tell them all again.
I'm the motherfucking guy who wins.
Gotta tell them all again, let's tell them all again.
I'm the motherfucking guy who wins.
We gotta tell them all again, let's tell them all again.
I'm the motherfucking guy who wins.
We gotta tell them all again, tell them all again.
Let me push it to the limit, never give it when I spend it. Gotta cut you up to ribbons. I'm a motherfucking menace. I'm not finished when I hurt you fucking feathers. When I blow up the ceiling, and I'ma see you in a minute. Any minute I'm ripping anybody that wanna get it. Cause the government tripping if your body up in a minute. I'm the villain, the villains, but the government is a motherfuckers killing innocent and they causing division. Remember my decision will cause a collision. I let it breathe for a minute. Smoking the weed, I gotta cheat for a minute. Stop a rapper, getting your bottles. I got the title, put it in the B up in the spiral. I'm the hurricane. And I'm bringing the wind and sipping gin. But they get to be spinning. So I'm laying on the bands of the car he was in. I gotta throw it in his friends. And the motherfucker ready to get in. They call it revenge for the elite. Those motherfuckers put in the sea. Now they all got a witness to feed. I'm the beast that the environment of bees. I'm a G. You the motherfucking coward to me. Put your head in the sand. Now I gotta put your head in the van. Take it to the badlands. Kill the can. Get the bread in the vans. Those bastards ain't stand the chance. I'm taking back all of the land. I ain't motherfucking making demands. I gotta go against the government, man. I came with the gun in my hand. Put an RPG in front of the van. About to blow with the government, man. Trying to play the game. That's great to change. They use a figure C to arrange the brain. We can't bring the pain. This world will remain the same. Hurykane couldn't change the game. Gotta win. Gotta tell them all again. Warriors, we gonna be notorious. This war gonna be glorious. We warriors, we coming out victorious. Straight warriors, we the motherfucking warriors. We gonna be notorious. This war gonna be glorious. We warriors, we coming out victorious. Straight warriors. Killing for real, the motherfucker killing for real. The real nigga that the government fear. The fear nigga that will bring the fucking war to take us. If a motherfucker wanna come in, they're the end of the world and you get it prepared. The revolutionary son, you better be real. We're the god of the wind, storm and flame. Born the rain, bore the name, Hurykane. With a bigger bitch training that I go through. Y'all suffer dead tofu, so I gotta rip it like Goku. Stab it with a corkscrew, beat it with a horseshoe. Gotta make it steady when I'm shooting in the courtroom. Now I'm in a boardroom, turn into a war room. Plotting on the government, all the kick a door soon. Rubber shit, she ain't even delicate. Selling this beef when I pull out the better bitch. Killer got the devil with a frequency weapon. It's Mac 11, it's an energy weapon. You motherfuckers better come with infinity weapons. I'ma take it to the land of infinity less. I'ma kill you looking for really in 60 more seconds. I gotta wild out. All my rebels, I give a shout out. On the bar, we bout to clown out. Turn the motherfucking world into a grindhouse, just like Quentin Tarantino. Book bust bigger than Danny DeVito. Turn this world to the land of Megiddo. At the final battle, I'ma do the Aikido. Laughing on the fed, those shoot through the people. Calling up a crew, about to take the casino. I'm a hood bitch, give back to the people. How you like that? Plus gas for the people. Warriors, we gonna be notorious. This war gonna be glorious. We warriors, we coming out victorious. Straight warriors, we the motherfucking warriors. We gonna be notorious. This war gonna be glorious. We warriors, we coming out victorious. Straight warriors. Warriors, we gonna be notorious. This war gonna be glorious. We warriors, we coming out victorious. Straight warriors, we the motherfucking warriors. We gonna be notorious. This war gonna be glorious. We warriors, we coming out victorious. Straight warriors.
Shouts out to everybody coming through. We're gonna play one more track and we're gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna charge my phone and then we're gonna do this motherfucking Detroit After Dark and talk about what's going on with this motherfucking war with the current event shit. Now this the last track. You know how I always motherfucking did it. I love this motherfucking song.
Rogue One production.
Let the flood return, your people gon' learn, everybody gon' learn now, that I will flood the world right now, I'll destroy your government right now, kill a motherfucker, throw a bit of river, I'ma do a bigger quicker than anybody never pull a trigger, eliminate the government, the public, you motherfuckers about to catch a motherfucker, trying to kick, got the world rubber land, everybody running again, killing the motherfucking cops for the renegade, shooting the motherfucker building, they gon' be running there, blowing it up, I'm having motherfuckers running again, I'm the only motherfucker that wanna fight the government, why the fuck is people wanna like the government, I got a motherfucker fight the government, in the White House, it's a place I'm running in, John Wick, everybody up in the bitch, equalize a motherfucker, got me trying to quit, kidnapping bitches looking like Joyce to wit, love or death, it's a choice to take, got a motherfucking sword again, chopping everybody else to record the shit, be the top with the porcelain, turn the bitch to a chorus again, Star Wars got the force within, like a motherfucking speed, the realest, I never really about to feel it, I tell the stupid fans, come and get it, this revolutionary lyrics, you hear it, your favorite, the furious spirit, the killer dog, listen to me, the bitch, I'm a chopper, it's a popper with a chopper, it's a proper, better call him, better go doctor, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, better get to the chopper, blow the bitch up, cause bitch, I'm a monster, Hurykane coming, better pray to the father, I kill that motherfucker, live in state in Nevada, God kill a nigga, I destroy the Yamada, ain't nobody ready for the monster. Return, your people gon' learn, everybody gon' learn now, that I will flood this world right now, I destroy your government right now, let the flood return, your people gon' learn, everybody gon' learn now, that I will flood this world right now, I destroy your government right now, so let the flood return. Let the motherfucking flood returns, man. Like real shit, man. Like real shit. I threw everything at that motherfucking track.
Nigga, I was like, nigga, this is gonna be the final motherfucking track. This is gonna be the final song. Nigga, this the outfit. When I heard that beat, I was like, this is the outro for sure, for sure. And I'm gonna just go ballistic on that bitch. But anyway, shouts out to everybody coming through. Shouts out to everybody coming through. Shouts out to Nope. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Ray. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I'm gonna check out those channels y'all told me to, check out. For sure, for sure. Shout out to those, shouts out to Ray. Shouts out to Bearded Conversations in the building. Yo, make sure y'all subscribe to this channel. He got a great channel. Great channel. Music reviews, current events, everything, like everything that we need to hear, everything we need to talk about. Check this channel out for sure, for sure. Everybody subscribe to everybody. Because everybody over here got a channel. So it's great content, and we all just gotta be on truth, you know what I'm saying? We all on that truth shit. The understanding self, understanding what's going on around us, like utilizing our skills and abilities, infiltrate the facilities, kill all of our enemies. I'm like, I ain't even mean around, dog. Like I'm in that zone. But shouts out to In the Groove. Holy shit, In the Groove is here. Shouts out to you, bro. Shouts out to Look Within. That's what's up. Look Within was in the building. That's the second channel. Shout out to Jordan Ackham Universe. Like he was on the track called Live It Up With Me. Yeah, we did 2 other tracks called Time for a Revolution and When You Know, You Know. Yep. Shouts out to Jordan. Where you at? There you go. Yep. Put them on screen. Yep. Yeah, make sure everybody subscribe to everybody. Everybody got great channels, great music. You know what I'm saying? Some people channels are, are truth channels exposing the evil shit that's going on in this goddamn world. And we about to expose these niggas in about like 30 minutes. Give me like 30 minutes to charge up. I got a bitch ass fucking phone charger. But I'm a shit, nigga. Fuck the bullshit. We doing the Detroit After Dark. We doing that. As a matter of fact, it's about to be midnight. I might as well just sing the song now. Detroit After Dark. Detroit After Dark. Oh yeah, it's after dark. Don't sue me. Yo, I think nobody. I think that was it. I don't want to miss nobody. But I know Wraith came in, Look Within, Jordan, Bearded Conversations. Nope came in. I think that's everybody. Y'all was flooding the chat up. Thank y'all for all this. Thank y'all for coming through. Y'all the truth. Y'all are the truth. Yep. Well, shouts out to everybody that came through. Shouts out to people that's in the bushes. You know what I'm saying? So, and hashtag fuck YouTube. Oh yeah, Charles came in. Shouts out to Charles. I knew it was somebody else. Yeah, dog, man, they took that nigga ranch. I was like, man, yo, let me get your ranch back. Oh yeah, and I gotta make sure I give Bearded Conversations a ranch. Man, Look Within. I'm gonna check and see if you still got your ranch. If not, I'm gonna have to just, put everybody wrenches back. But I ain't do it. I ain't fucking do it, dog. The YouTube did that fucking shit. Because I'm still learning about this motherfucking YouTube studio technology shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm 37. I'm learning how to adapt. I know I got to adapt in order to fucking survive. So I'm gonna get to that shit in a minute. But if I want to become a full-fledged hacker, allegedly, if I want to be a fucking hacker, no. If I want to get into cybersecurity, then I'm gonna have to adapt. They've been talking about automation since the 60s. Oh my God, nigga, that's a whole other motherfucking lie. But all I gotta say is automation. Now we got AI technology. Your money is on a fucking card. Your money is digits in a fucking computer. At any point in time, computer shut down, your money is gone. So, hashtag fuck the government, fuck the system, burn it all down. This your man's Hurykane, tell you what it do, and this the Hurykane Sunday hood service. 2 hours. God damn. I try to be short, shit, man. I don't want to be like a real church and do like 2, 3 hours, what I'm saying? But sometimes the church be jumping. And Bearded Conversations came in, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for coming to the channel. Y'all, make sure y'all subscribe to his channel. He got a great freaking channel. Now, let me get up out of here. Shouts out to everybody. Y'all the truth. Now, those other churches be on that. Don't ask. Don't ask. I said, don't ask. No question. But we ask questions over here. God, why did you create evil? Isaiah 45, whatever the fuck. I know it was in Isaiah, though. What's up? Here's another question. Why you just don't come down and just kill Lucifer? You going up? Why did you put the tree of knowledge of good and evil in the garden? Knowing that these motherfuckers is gonna fuck with it, huh? Nah. Oh, no. Why did you make a bet with Lucifer over Job's life? How about that? How come there was no Star Trek Red Alert? Why there was no Red Alert when Lucifer was just walking through heaven, motherfucking walking his shit up to the throne and shit? It's like, what no, Lou? It's like, hey, I'm just rolling to and fro and shit. And God like, what you think about my servant Job? Lucy was like, man, you gave that nigga everything. Take that shit from him, he'll turn his back on you instantly. And that nigga God was like, you want to bet? I know niggas looking at me like, I know niggas want to say these words to me so fucking bad.
Man, sit your dumb ass down and
But I'm sorry, this is in your book. Therefore, thou shalt serve thine enemy. That is Deuteronomy. What is motherfuckers doing right now? Serving their government and their corrupt fucking pastor. In the words of Eddie Griffin, black church, fuck your wife. The white church will fuck your son. 42 different denominations of Christianity. Can't nobody get to the motherfucking one unified shit. Everybody got to have a different version of God and Jesus and Mary and this God, that God, this God, that guy. Man,
sit your dumb ass down and
But let me get up out of here. I got to charge this fucking phone up, y'all, so I can come back and do the HHN special report. Gotta go all the way down. I think I just got a new comment. I went all the way up and shit. Jesus fucking Christ. There you go. Yep. Yeah, they put it right in your face and still nobody else see it. But shout out to everybody coming through. I'm about to charge my phone up. I'll be back for the Detroit After Dark HHN special report. But shit. This the Hurykane Sunday hood service. I'm out.